want to marry your fiance? I can't wait for this. I can't wait to catch you out.
You're not, there isn't catching out.
Are you peeing yourself right now?
No,
I
I'm
think
not.
he's quaking.
My hands
fear.
are actually sweaty, admittedly, but
I can't
I'm ready.
wait. Okay, you're ready for this. Let's reset it and then let's start. What's good, Fizz fam?
Hey,
welcome back to the channel. Today it's my turn to test Daddy Fizz on the lie detector test and see whether he is a liar or not. If you haven't already watched the other video, Daddy Fizz did the lie detector test on me and it pretty much said that I lied the whole time, even though I said it was faulty for that day. Hopefully it's not faulty today. So Daddy Fizz is Darren, my fiance. The girls are actually in bed at the moment, so it's just me and you, which I'm glad about because there may be a bit of heartbreak tonight.
Come on.
The girls can't witness this. So I have 16 super juicy questions here and I'm gonna ask you and I hope that this reveals the
I'm up
truth.
for it, I'm up for it.
Yeah?
I'm like one of those people who is just overly truthful, so some say. Like, what I mean by that is, say like if someone's saying, like going on about something, blah, 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 don't you agree? And then if I don't, I will say, no, actually I don't, because of this reason or this reason. So some people say to me that I'm a bit overly truthful because of that, but I'm not like a yes man. I don't just say yes to please
Yeah,
people.
he can seem quite blunt and
Yeah.
like rude, but he's telling the truth. He's like, you see what you get and you'll say what's in his mind. So in some ways, some people don't like that, but I actually prefer it. But are you actually like truthful about everything?
I am, yeah.
Ever polite? Are you ever polite?
Be yourself. Be your
Yeah.
truthful self on
Yes.
this occasion. So whether this piece of junk is actually going to say it or not, I don't know, because it actually said that Georgie was even lying about her name and everything, didn't it?
Yeah, apart from one thing, my age.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
By the way, if you do want to join the Toby movement, represent Be Yourself, you have to head to treasureothers.com.
Okay, let's get started. So I've already reset it, but Daddy Fizz, you need to get your hand on it, and then it needs to do the analysis, doesn't it?
I haven't actually considered that it's going to
Okay.
keep electrocuting
So
me.
let's get Darren's baseline. Is it scaring you?
Yeah.
Because we haven't I don't know if you know this, guys, but it also electrocutes you when you lie. Okay, right, it's started now. It's all set.
Oh, it
Right.
doesn't sound nice.
Okay, so what
Honestly,
we're gonna do...
my hands are drenched already.
Okay, why are you acting guilty for?
I don't know.
Okay, this is fun.
I'm just bricking it about this little thing.
This is all about having fun, okay?
Yeah.
Although it could end in us not getting married though. So let's see. So first of all, I'm gonna ask you the question, and the first ones are like warm-ups to get like to suss out the machine and to suss you out. So I'm gonna press this button, then I'm gonna ask the question, and then you're gonna answer.
Okay.
That is how you do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Question number 1, is your name Darren?
Yes.
Keep your hand on!
What the heck? It's like putting a battery on your hand.
I know!
It's horrible.
I know! I had to go through that for all of the questions apart from one. Can you believe that?
What an absolute
Okay.
piece of junk.
It's saying you're lying. Your name's not Darren.
Well, I have had these weird dreams sometimes that I might have been reincarnated, so
Okay, maybe,
you know.
maybe you need to say your full name.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
right. So the
Let's
second...
keep making excuses for the piece of junk.
Okay then. Do you live in Brighton?
Yes. I don't think it's helping that my hand is soaking wet, is it?
It's gonna like make it hurt.
Wrong.
You're making me jump out of my skin.
I hate
Okay.
it. Look how sweaty it is.
Okay.
Literally soaking
I
wet.
kept my hand on it every time.
Was your hand dripping?
I actually put
I'm
on
more
the
of a
pain.
wimp than you.
Are you 34 years old?
Yes. Wrong.
What the hell? It's so sad you're lying about everything. Okay.
Why does it just do it every time?
I don't know.
I hate it.
I think after this video we need to do a polygraph to see the actual truth.
Yeah.
Okay, right then.
Yeah, to find out whether that's actually my age, because admittedly, when you get over about 25, you just forget how old you are.
I know.
So it's not
Okay
important.
then. Question number 4. Do you trust this lie detector?
No.
Wrong. Wow.
My reactions are going to get faster and faster. Okay, yeah, so I trust the piece of junk then, don't I?
Okay, it's going to get...
I might get a full house. You actually got truthful on one, didn't you? I might get a full house.
Okay then. Do you trust the person asking the questions?
Yes.
Like who said that will calmly open it would electrocute you?
Wrong. It's just a natural reaction to just get away from it, isn't it?
Would you like it if the questions get more personal? Because they are.
Yes. Oh, I'm ready for it. Wrong. You
need to keep it on.
It gets me every time. It makes me. I literally.
You've got to have some sort of punishment for lying.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it every time.
Okay.
It's like a load of 9-volt batteries just getting hit on my skin.
Now, guys, now the questions are going to get a lot more interesting.
Good, because those ones are boring.
I know. They're just the test ones to test the grounds, and as we've probably already sussed.
Those are the test ones to see if the machine works.
No.
So far, I've lied about everything.
Do you pretend to listen to your fiancée when she's talking?
Yes. If it says I'm lying, then it's just ridiculous. So I've told the truth about it. Wrong. I thought I wasn't going to for a minute. I was like, ooh. Well, there you go. I listen to you all the time when you're going on about like, oh, I've been researching makeup and stuff like that. I just love it.
Would you secretly eat your fiancée's chocolates if you knew she wouldn't find out?
Yes.
You would?
Yeah.
You would?
I had one of the Bougers out of the fridge the other day.
I knew you had an extra one. I knew you said no. You lied about it.
No, I said I had an extra one.
You didn't.
I did. I said I had one before dinner, and then you gave me another one.
Oh, okay.
And have a little after dinner, little chocolate.
Yeah.
Trying to limit it just to one chocolate a day.
Even though he had to have an extra one.
Well, you then gave me like my allocated amount, didn't you?
I really wanted to
so
have
I ended
one.
up having two.
But when you're upstairs, sorting out dinner ready for bed, I really wanted to have another one, but the only reason I didn't is because that had all go in my teeth before filming this video.
See, I've already brushed my teeth, so.
But I didn't want to
Top
get...
tip, if you don't want to eat any more chocolate in the evening, brush your teeth and then you won't.
Okay, anyway, let's move on because these are getting far more interesting. Do you ever wee on the toilet seat and leave it there on purpose because you can't be bothered to clean it up?
No.
Oh, but if that's true...
You know I don't anyway.
I don't know.
I never do. Wrong.
As we already know so far, Darren is a big fat liar.
So it said that I wee on the seat and I do not do that, ever.
Okay, maybe you don't realise you do.
No, I don't. I just don't.
Okay, anyway. Have you ever peed the bed as a fully grown man?
Yes.
I like how you say, yes.
Wrong. See, I told you I haven't.
Do you pretend to like your fiance's cooking?
No. I love your cooking, it's amazing. I feel so grateful to have a amazing, beautiful chef. By the way, can I just say something? Now my hands are drying up. The electric shock is nothing on what it was when they were wet.
Okay.
When they're wet, it really gets
Keep
you.
it on there so it gets all sweaty then. Oh, well, it's nice that you said that, but the
As
machine...
if you don't know that though. You know I love your
lying.
cooking. It's amazing.
I don't know. It could just be like when you're pretending to listen to me. Do you think you have a better sense of humour than your fiancé?
I'm not sure. Oh, that's a tricky one. Yeah. Wrong. I don't know because you can be pretty funny sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah. Like what it is, because you don't crack jokes quite so often.
Yeah.
Then when you do, it's just really amazing. A bit like on the flip side, where when you occasionally make a meal which isn't amazing, then it's like, oh man, I've said this to you before, Fizz fam. It's like there's a glitch in the matrix. It's like, what has happened? No.
Yeah, they often do come out quite nice. I enjoy cooking. But then when it comes like that, the whole family's devastated.
Yeah, so say like out of 365 dinners in a year, there's like 2 or 3 which just don't.
We all tend to eat like 3 large meals a day. We're not really a family that snacks. So when we So when it comes to mealtime, we're really looking forward to it and we're quite hungry. So when it tastes disgusting, it's a real disappointment. But yeah, I used to always say to Dan, I have a dry sense of humour, and that used to really annoy him. So I used to say, I've got a dry sense of humour, and I used to annoy he didn't know, if you know what I mean. No. I've got a dry sense of humour, and he used to be like, can you stop saying that? Even that is funny. Do you think you are more attractive than your fiancé?
No. Stop holding my hand on it.
I feel like he's just saying.
Yes! Finally! Piece of junk work!
That's only what he told the truth about, and how nice is that, guys?
Right.
I was going to say that you're just saying no on purpose so he gets brownie points with you guys, but actually.
They're doing a few whistles at you lately.
Oh. Do you get jealous when your fiancé likes pictures on Instagram of other males?
No. I don't think I do. Anyway,
Did you get jealous?
No.
Okay.
Wrong.
I think so I did.
I don't think I get jealous. No, like it makes me want to be like the best version of me, but it doesn't make me jealous as in, I don't know, I'm not good enough. No.
Okay, that's good. I do think if I start to get feelings of jealousy, like sometimes I may look at other girls and I think, oh, they've got a really nice body, and I start to get those feelings of where you feel a bit inadequate, and I was like, what I do is I quickly realise that's happening, and then I channel it into wanting to improve myself.
Yeah, same.
So you can always, it's normal to get those feelings, it's like a human emotion, jealousy, but you should try not to focus on that feeling and maybe use it to not have bad feelings towards that person, but to make yourself a better person, and you'll feel better, and then you can end up with a good friend as well. Yeah. She or he could be a role model. Anyway,
it's a bit like that thing we always say, like there's two types of people. You can either look for the good in others and use that as inspiration for yourselves, or you can look to pick faults in others to attempt to make yourself feel better. But realistically, if you just look for the good in others and then you're like, oh wow, that's really cool, and then you can kind of like try and incorporate some of the things what they're doing into your life and try and achieve the same things, can't you?
Yes. Do you really want to marry your fiancé?
Yes.
It's not pause.
Hey. Hey.
Wow. Oh.
Got two truths. Yes.
Wow. So you think I'm more attractive than you, and you really want to marry me?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a pause just because I think like we're not particularly traditional, so
no.
I pause because I'm like, traditional marriage doesn't necessarily appeal to me or us. So.
No, it's a bit of a funny one. I do like the thought of being married, but then I don't feel like it's essential for our relationship.
No.
I think we're mainly going to get married for other people, to please other family members and for the girls.
Well, it'll be a nice experience.
And a celebration experience, yeah. But we don't feel like we need to be married, hence why we're not yet. Like, I don't feel like I need to be his wife to say he's mine. Like, I know he's mine forever.
I guess the only thing is feeling a little bit grown up.
Yeah.
You know, like when you refer to one another, and so like, there's just something, you place some significance on that you're a bit grown up if you're married, don't
It'd
you?
Be well nice.
Like to refer to like husband and wife sounds
or hubby.
good.
And I'm going to go and pick up my hubby.
Yeah, so on that basis, I want you to be my wife.
Oh, thank you.
If you'll allow me.
Anyway, the last question is, do you think your fiancé is the perfect wife material?
Yes.
Oh, but hang on.
You better not let me down.
Wrong.
No, I really do. Stop it.
But it works. You're saying that it doesn't work, but it worked for some of them.
We're getting tricked by this piece of junk, and it's actually making us believe.
I think we need to hire someone to come in, like a proper real life lie detector test. What they use like at the police station.
Yeah.
Do they still use that at the police station?
I doubt it.
What they use for court cases. Yeah.
Isn't that just on
What do you
telly?
think, Fizz fam? Do you think for a feature video we should actually get a polygrapher?
Polygraph.
Polyfiller. Polyfill the gaps up in the wall. Polyfill the cracks in our relationship.
Whoops.
I'm sorry. See, dry sense of humour. Anyway, guys, comment down below.
What's a wet sense of humour?
I don't know. when someone tells
that's
jokes
the
and they
only reason
spit.
I used to laugh about it, because I'm like, what? Like, I just feel like you're just saying it. You're just saying it, aren't you?
No, guys, we've had really good fun with this. I actually trust Dan 100%. I don't actually think he's a liar, but this is just real good fun to do this. However, I am really interested in doing the polygraph test, polyfiller. So if you think we should do that, comment down in the section. And if you've got any more like interesting questions that we should ask each other, or maybe what we should get the girls to do, leave those in the comment section as well, because
I love doing these sorts of things. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's really good fun. I love like getting a little bit down to like the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
But it'd just be nice if that piece of junk actually worked. Wouldn't
And
it?
also, guys, remember to grab yourself some of the new Toby Treasure Others collection. To be yourself. So whether you're a big fat liar or you like to tell the truth and offend everyone, you're being yourself, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not. See, again, I'm gonna say I'm not sure I support that.
No.
I feel like the truth always prevails.
No, as we always say,
and you're a happier person.
Yeah,
if you tell the
Toby
truth.
stands for treasure others, be yourself. So that's like being yourself, living life how you want to live, as long as you're not hurting anybody. And lying.
treasure others is telling the truth.
Yes, you are actually hurting people when you lie, so actually I take that back. But thank you so much for watching this video,
Thanks,
guys.
guys.
We love you guys so much, and we have so much fun making these videos for you.
Yeah, it's
and
good.
we'll see you again tomorrow.
Click
Thanks for
subscribe if you're new.
watching.
See you tomorrow.
Toby!